Hi, I am Elena. This project is about unique people. They inspire to live, to be happy, to grow. We're going to explore different lifestyles, crafts, places, environment, and beauty. I hope you will enjoy our simple and truthful journey. Let's go.
My name is Manolis. With my wife in 2015. Slowly we built everything ourselves. The interiors, most of the tables.
Manolis and his wife Evelyn help the visitors and students to open and improve their creative perception and for sure expression. With reference to Cypriot heritage, ancient cultural context, their aim is to create unique lifestyle through which people can improve their well-being and awake their creative sides.
Initially, to be honest with you, we were not very much happy with the idea of spending most of our time giving lessons. Slowly we saw that we get equally inspired by people as much as we inspire them, because you see many times when you work with people, you see different ways of approaching something. You see that many people are very talented, although they're not professionally doing.
For the guys, for sure, this is special philosophy and special approach, full of love, honesty, and knowledges. I've tried to create a small cup with Manolis. It was a really interesting experience for me, and I did my best. Gently we try to connect two parts together and adjust the shape. Hopefully I will grab my piece of art in 3 weeks. Manolis told me that they are pretty busy now. But I'm sure the result will be just amazing because I trust the guys and I see lots of love in their artworks. It's about you. It's about your
And when you're
environment.
satisfied and when you're full, you overflow and you share, you know? And that's in many conversations that I have with people that they are, not happy with their jobs. They're thinking, shall I quit? Shall I change what I do? Shall I pursue what I want to be doing in life? Many times they ask themselves, but isn't it egoistic that I just want to satisfy myself? And my approach is that It's not because when you satisfy yourself, you become full, and then you will share what you do, and you will give happiness to other people that they also need it.
Yeah, yeah, I agree 100%.
So I am a yoga teacher and I am a certified holistic therapist. I believe as humans we seek for four things. One is we want stability, to feel safe, and then we want adventure, and then we want to honor our body and our soul, our essence. So stability and adventures are the two things that are completely the opposite of each other, whether that is in a relationship or in our daily lives. We want to feel stable, but we want adventure and passion, and they go against each other, these two things. And yoga is a tool for that. Whether it is through breathing, or meditation, or our physical practice, which is mimicking the geometry of the universe inside of our body. And some people start with the physical yoga, but then they start to feel that, oh my God, something else is happening.
I guess for me, yoga is great and a strong tool. You explore your body language, you feel yourself better, you feel your body with a nice energy.
For me, it's very difficult to find exactly this point, not to break myself and challenge myself at the same time. Where is this border? How you understand it? Or you just have it inside, maybe you just feel it.
I think it's about the words yes and no. So many times we say no to many things because we're afraid. So we say no to this, no to that, no to this idea, this adventure, because of fear. And other times some people say too much yes to please other people, or to not be boring, and they say yes to too many things and lose their own integrity of when it's enough, and they don't want to go to that place or help that person. So to answer that question, I think it's about integrity. To know when I'm doing something because it's bringing me joy, it's bringing somebody else joy, and I'm still respecting my own limits and my own boundaries. And I'm not saying no out of fear. Because if you notice that you're going to say no out of fear, then you should reconsider, maybe you should do that.
You always say respect your limits and respect your body.
Film this episode, we invited Elena and Zoe to help us. Sound bath is really unique practice, so I just want to share with you some sounds, and I hope you will enjoy.
chin up. Extend the fingers. Breathe. Exhale, prayer on your forehead. Stay for a minute.
My name is Sodia Yangu. Actually, I'm a fashion designer, and after when I had my babies and my family, it was nice to stop the fashion. It was good to make some other types of arts. In 2014, when my children grow up and I was ready to start again. It's a nice place and we have the workshop here also. We do the fused glass. And I'm very, very happy.
Komodos studio is based in Omodos. This is a small village close to Limassol. I've been there many times, and once I were there, I decided to take a workshop.
Maybe it's about the people, maybe it's about the creative part, maybe it's about the material. So what do you find the most pleasant for you?
As you know, glass is something cold. It's one piece, very, very cold. And the game is that I must take this cold thing and I must make it warm. You get better and better and better. You don't stay in the same stage.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to make new and creating new pieces and more difficult for me.
Sotia showed me how to create a small plate. There are lots of attempts not to break the glass. The process, to be honest, reminds me of real baking.
In the beginning, they are confused because they see one piece of glass and they say, my God, is this piece going to be a ball? This glass will become something different and take shape and become something else? Yes, yes. After when they see it finished, they inspired and they get, oh my God, I don't believe that this piece become like this. Every time we bake, and any pieces we have to put inside for baking, this thickness that is about 4 and 4 millimeter, and some in the middle about 10 millimeter, we bake near 830 degrees for 18 hours. Look, wait. When we have curves, it's better from the back side. press it.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
Mm-hmm.
And open it.
Mm-hmm.
It's something like that, yes, yes. It's a part of magic, actually.
Cool. And what is the most popular shape in your master classes?
Each person is different, and they make something very, very different. I never see two pieces the same. By all my students and all the persons that pass from here, from my workshops. So I never see something the same.
Finns det några snälla barn här?
Well, I am Antonis, I'm one of the co-founders at Nomad. It's actually three of us. And actually this idea came to place when my friend Alexis, who found the space, he had the space and he was like, dude, I have the space, you want to do something here, you know? And I was like, yeah, I think we can set up something cool. So I introduced Mihalis, my own partner, to Alexis, my other partner, and I was kind of like in the middle of the conversation, like thinking whether I want to be involved or not. And then as we started speaking more, I really wanted to be more involved with the project. I was like, you know what, should we do it like all the three of us together? And we're like, yes, shake hands, kind of like situation. And then we started discussing the ideas. And yeah, generally we wanted to make a bakery because we felt like we were really lacking in terms of quality pastry. We travel a lot to different areas in the world, mainly for food. And like one of the things that really, let's say, personally upset us, you know, as we're all like from Cyprus, was the fact that there were not real quality baked products on the island. And we thought, you know what, we will do that. So we started baking bread like every Saturday and taking it to the farmers market just down the road. We set up a nice stall there, just a table really, and we'd go there every Saturday, like bake 100 or so breads, put them there on the table to introduce the bread to the people, and then get some funds so that we can throw it in the project to pay the electrician or someone else that we need to do some work. And we've done that for a couple of months before we actually got to the point of opening the doors to the public.
Antonis and Panayotis prepare panettone. Panettone is an Italian type of sweet bread, and it's a well-known Christmas dish. And for sure later we will see the result.
The most difficult thing, to do is make croissants in the heat of the summer. Okay, that's That's not funny, you know, it was never funny. You know, it's still not funny to this day. Butter melts at 28. Okay, and you do understand that the Cyprus summer is quite hot, yeah? And then amplify that by 5 times because we constantly bake things. We have a huge oven that's like generating heat inside the workshop, and so like you would put the butter in the dough, and literally in seconds it would start to melt. And it was months and months of endless melted butter until we start getting like a really like decent product, and put it in the fridge, and then put it in the freezer, and then take it out, and then do this and do that. And it was like you really worked to pull your hair out. But yeah, not a funny story, but like looking back at it, it feels kind of funny because in reality we didn't know what we were doing, and there was a way to make it happen, obviously, because we found the way months later. But yeah, I mean, if just someone told us, you know, do this and that, that would have been great. But anyway, it was a learning curve and it was not easy.
I'm really excited about the result, so let's see. Fingers crossed. Yep, the best of the best. And it's tasty, so it's just tasty, guys.
Other than the know-how and like all the things that we're doing to make them better, it all begins, let's say, towards a farmer's level. And we've started this journey of getting to a better quality by starting to find the right collaborators for sourcing like these materials. And I mean, we're dealing with flour and butter, so that was like top in our list. And we've changed so many suppliers until we came to the point of realizing that, you know what, we need to bring butter from France. There is no other way. And we started importing flour from there, and now we're trying to stabilize, let's say, the delivery so that we consistently have it whenever we want it. But then another problem right is that, like flour, it's a bulky item. So if you're stocking a few pallets of that, you need space to put them. But where to put them? Putting all the effort, keeping the quality, finding the right suppliers, finding the right people, you know, checking like your recipes and everything, and consistently making it better. In order to maintain this quality, it needs to be an array of things that should happen. But we are willing to do them. And more people you meet, and like all these different stories that you hear, and yeah, it really opens your mind. And I love the fact that it's normally super social. Like you can come here and actually meet people, and it's like a small hub, you know. And it's also very international. And that's another something that I think it's great for this place. The fact that you get to meet other cultures, you know, and it really fits the name, nomad. And this is one of the part that one of the reasons that we gave the name. It kind of like a nomad never stops. No, he's always on the move, and the explosion of digital nomads in the world as well kind of like gave this term more relevance. And even though we knew that it's a name that probably exists in 1,500 coffee shops, this is a legit number. You can look it up on TripAdvisor in the world. Yeah, we thought, you know what, it reflects to us, so let's do that. Let's name it Nomad, and that's how the name came out.
Thanks a lot, guys. I hope you enjoyed our small journey. And if you want to support this project, follow the links, please, and share it with your friends. Thank you very much one more time. See ya.